So today we're going to be looking at a pretty concerning video of our President of the United States, that being Donald Trump. Now, it has now been revealed essentially that he takes uppers, he probably snorts some and all this kind of stuff, and we'll get into some of the deets of that. But he was at a Turning Point USA conference, the organization founded by Charlie Kirk, and he has a very weird moment here, and he says a lot of crazy stuff. But there's one specific moment that's very concerning. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Maybe on the low side. So if anybody wants to be a nice conservative talk show host, it's not a bad living, I will say. But I have to say he's a very unique guy, and he's a great man, and he's been a great friend. So thank you to Rush. Thank you. And let me begin by wishing you a beautiful... Look, you remember this? Do you remember? They were trying to take Christmas out of Christmas, you remember? They didn't want to let you say Merry Christmas. You'd go around, you'd see department stores that have everything red, snow, beautiful, ribbons, bows. Everything was there, but they wouldn't say Merry Christmas. They're all saying Merry Christmas again. You remember?
So what we've got the old tired trope of the war on Christmas bogey that obviously doesn't exist. Nobody cares if you say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Saying Happy Holidays makes more sense because not everyone celebrates Christmas. But if you say Merry Christmas, nobody cares, okay? And we all know that already. But what's really concerning right there is where he does what almost looks to be like a brain lapse or a reset or a reboot of some sort. He slurs the word beautiful. He can't say it. And so some people are saying, oh, he couldn't say it, so he decided to switch it up real quick because, he couldn't, I guess, motorly say it. Let me just show it again.
And let me begin by wishing you a beautiful... Look, you remember this?
A beautiful look. And so he's trying to say a beautiful, maybe a holiday season or Christmas or whatever he's trying to say. And then, instead of going on with that thought process, he breaks down. His brain clearly breaks down. There's some lapse in his brain. And he switches to a whole nother tangent while being on this one thing. And the way that his shoulders move, as well as the way that, he's slurring his speech. Let's just look at it one more time.
Begin by wishing you a beautiful... Look, you remember this? Do you remember? Begin by wishing you a beautiful... Look, you remember this? Do you remember?
Very, very concerning that we're looking at here. Now, it has been confirmed, and you guys probably have heard of this. Hopefully you've heard of this by now. But this picture from 2016, and funny enough, I remember this picture from 2016. He's eating a taco salad or a whatever steak fajita salad or whatever fajita salad it is. By the way, let's take a second just to talk about how amazing a good taco salad tastes. That's easily one of the best foods out there. But anyways, in the drawers, there's multiple boxes. As you can see, there's what you can see is 3-4 boxes. Who knows, maybe even more, of Sudafed inside of his drawer right there. Now, this Sudafed is not sold in the U.S. It's sold in the U.K. It's not allowed in the U.S. And they at some point, I don't remember what year it was, they put a regulation on how much Sudafed you can buy, because I guess one of the chemicals in Sudafed can be turned into meth. And the side effects of Sudafed are pretty extreme side effects, it looks like. And so there's the only reason why you'd have a banned Sudafed for the U.S. anyway, and have multiple, what looks to be at least 4 boxes. Who knows how many of there could be 5, 6, 7, 8 in there. The only reason you'd have that is because you're using them recreationally. Essentially, you're getting high off of them. And also, another thing that was pointed out was how much he was sniffing all the time in his debate with Hillary, as well as at other times. Sometimes his pupils look, extra dilated, which is another, sort of another sort of distinction and indication, I should say, of what's going on with Donald Trump. But obviously he's an old guy. He clearly has done some pretty bad stuff in terms of drug use, and he is somebody who obviously is probably having some sort of early dementia, and we see a lot of these signs. He also can't read, so there's a lot of bad signs that we're looking at here. But he also, I'm not going to show you guys this video, but he also has some weird rant about wind energy. He says, I never understood wind. You know, I know windmills very much. Gases are spewing into the atmosphere. You know we have a world, right? So the world is tiny compared to the universe. So tremendous amount of fumes and everything. Like this, all of this stuff doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And it's just this weird rambling and this insanity, just complete insanity coming from Donald Trump. None of this makes any sense whatsoever. And it's very concerning because this is the guy with the nuclear codes.